Coming up on Tech News today, we have a moment about clicky keyboards making you stabby. We've got a moment with people singing and dancing. In fact, it's the best freaking moments of TNT all year long. Or at least the half year since we started on June 1st. It's all coming up.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Bandwidth for Tech News Today is provided by Cachefly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is Tech News Today for Tuesday, December 28th, 2010. Tech News Today is brought to you by the Eco-Imagination Challenge from GE. GE and its partners are awarding $200 million to ideas that help build the next generation power grid for the 21st century. For more information and to view and comment on the winning ideas, go to ecoimagination.com/challenge. Welcome to Tech News Today. I'm Tom Merritt.
I'm Sarah Lane.
I'm Darren Kitchen.
And I'm Jason Howell.
And none of us are actually here.
Why not?
Because it's a best of episode during the holiday break.
Oh, and this
special TNT
is the best moment ever.
Totally.
This right here,
Right.
this intro, best moment ever. We're starting with the best.
Goes downhill from here, folks. You might want to just stop. No, don't stop watching. It's the best moments of all year as picked by you, the viewer.
Absolutely.
Thanks
We got
for
a lot of submissions. It took a little while to ramp up, but I mean, we've got almost 40 minutes worth of TNT goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
so
somebody's commute is going to be quite long now.
I know. Thanks to everybody who sent in recommendations, helped us pick out all the stuff. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to start by going back even a little bit before the very first episode. Starting June 1st, I'll be going full-time, doing some afternoon programming for Leo Laporte's TWiT network. Daily news show, it will be on at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific, Monday through Friday at twitlive.tv, called Tech News Today. Welcome to Tech News Today. I'm Tom Merritt.
And I'm Becky Worley.
And behind the board is our excellent producer, Eric Lanigan. How you doing, Eric?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Good to be here. Episode 1, of course, couldn't be done without Leo Laporte.
Well, I mean, it could be, but
We tried, but he was there in the lounge chair, so we had to acknowledge
I'm really
it.
not here. I just came by to say hi and wish you the best. It's a brand new show, and we're really glad to have you on the network, Tom. We're really thrilled.
Well, Leo,
and frankly, really thrilled to get Becky back in here to work with you. So that's really good news.
Been since 1998 when we all started together.
Yeah. It's like a Tech TV reunion here.
Yeah, a bunch of
Sarah
people
Lane's
have
in the
said
other
that.
room.
Yeah.
She just started today, too. And this just feels really good to me. I'm really excited.
well, I
TNT
want to thank
episode
you.
1.
Episode 1.
Dynamite!
Thank you, Leo, for giving me the opportunity to come over here and do this.
We begged, we pleaded.
I'm
we
very
finally
excited.
wore you down. I don't know if that's an opportunity.
I think crude probably refers to oil, but, you know,
Most
you can use it
likely.
however you want.
Smaller, I don't know. Smaller something.
What's that?
Nanotech.
Do you hear
Nanotech.
dog barking in the background? It's not my dog. No, it's not my dog.
Yeah.
I thought this would be an interesting, I'm going to try and summarize as quickly as I can while the doorbell rings and the dog barks, what's going on World Cup. So ESPN Classic going to be broadcasting all 64 World Cup matches each day from 6 p.m. to midnight. You want to come back to me? Is that really bugging you, the dog barking?
No, go ahead. The dog's just co-hosting with you.
Don't mind me. I'm going to yell for a second. Boy, come here.
Now we get to meet Becky's dog.
Yes, put the dog on camera.
Uh-oh.
Who let the dog in?
Someone's at the door. I'll be excusing myself in a moment. 23% of American soccer fans plan to follow the World Cup via their mobile phones, and there are lots of apps for that. So strong recommend on getting that information. And I'll be right back. I have to get rid of these people at the door so they don't keep ringing the doorbell.
Don't let our podcast interrupt you.
No,
You
good
go take care.
times.
Go take care of the front
Thanks,
door. Meanwhile, we'll hear a voicemail.
Other things.
So I'm back. Hello.
Yes, we also we got another email that you're up to read.
Yes, and just so you know, you can't make this stuff up. It was someone selling meat door to door.
Ah, they wanted you to go. They wanted you to go baste it.
I've had them come to my house, the
Yeah.
meat salesman with their truck, and they throw the slabs of frozen meat down. It's really interesting.
Would you like to buy
Here
some
it is.
meat?
Would you like
You
to
want to
buy
buy some meat? No, I'm doing a podcast.
I want to see how tight that Droid X is in your back pocket, and then we'll talk. You may
Yeah, we
need
never
a
carry it
Merce.
in the back pocket.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys don't do that
hey.
anymore?
No, yeah, jacket pocket.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant front pocket. I was like, geez, Tom.
Is that
who
a
are you trying
Droid
to
X in
mess
your
with?
front pocket? Yes, it is. Now
It's
stop
huge.
right there.
Why is this so difficult, Tom? Why has this been such a cluster F?
Because
Why?
Apple and AT&T are using a quantum ordering system where all orders exist in superposition of both being ordered and not ordered.
Well, cut it out.
And
Apple
so
and
when they try to
AT&T.
measure the acceleration of the arrival of your iPhone, it collapses them, and you just don't know which way it's going to go.
Well, the iPhone becomes invisible,
Yeah.
and then there's nothing to ship.
And a cat dies.
This is Jeff, the social media journalist from Boston. I'm just calling to make sure the number for the show works. And it does, and now I have it in speed dial, and I will call you later with a question. Maybe not later today, but later. Thanks. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
That was awesome.
Good. We'll be here. Call us when you get the question. But it all and we wanted to let him know that we got the message and it does play back and we heard it. So
And we've
Right.
taken your phone number and put it on speed dial, and we've written it on several bathroom stalls throughout the county.
I hope it was okay to post it to the forums. But were you previously an iPhone owner, Sarah?
Sure was, Tom.
You
3GS.
have, and you have a new one with a white bumper, no less.
I made a big stink. In fact, Scott Johnson is going to be really mad at me because we were going to hold out together for the white iPhones. I have a white bumper, but this is technically a review unit. So,
So you didn't pay for that.
well, it's a review unit.
Well, I just want to make that clear because a lot of people stood in line for a long time and shelled out money.
You know what?
For their iPhones.
Tom, you're such a troll.
Yeah.
Screw you.
Just want to make that
Screw
clear.
you, Tom. You know what? I'm shutting the show down. I'm not kidding.
We're going to reruns.
I'm not kidding.
That was fun. How's my Leo?
They're reporting this guy's name is Ruben Caballero,
See.
Sandwich Cowboy. Should we question this at all?
Corned beef sandwich. Yeah.
I just am I just want to say I
On
did
rye.
not notice that beforehand, so I will go
You
back
know,
and
that
find-
poor guy probably got that all the way through elementary school.
But I'm just making sure it's not
What's up, Sandwich Cowboy? You know, Sandwich Cowboy says there's a problem with the antenna, but you know.
I'm just
yeah.
making sure we're not getting
ever listen to
we're not
Sandwich
getting
Cowboy?
4chan on this, or this is some ridiculous.
Hey, Sandwich Cowboy tried to warn you. There's going to have to be something new in the web OS, and I don't know
I
about
want
you
it
all,
to
but
have
I haven't heard
like
of anything like
the
that.
you know the Parrot remote control plane thing that you can control via Bluetooth on your iPhone.
Uh-huh.
I want the iPad to be that plane. If they did that with this HP one, if they made it so that it flew, that'd be pretty badass.
You want a flying
I'd get
tablet?
one. I want a flying tablet,
All right.
exactly. So I'm sat on the sofa and I'm thinking, where's my tablet? I go, tablet, and it flies over to me.
The subscription model allows them to say, okay, well, even if this does eat into other syndication deals or DVD rentals or this or that, we can still make some money. Whoa. I got some mic craziness from you there.
Me?
Yeah. Did your mic fall off?
It's down in the valley.
He's got to secure that thing.
It's still there. I'll try not to move.
Okay.
It sounds okay now.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay, nothing happened. It did not fall in the valley. There were no meat sellers at the door. Let us continue the TNT.
They don't want you to search for something, even if you weren't searching for one of the words that Shannon doesn't want you to search
I
for.
wasn't trying to spell Tiananmen.
No, I was trying to spell
something that
tiara.
begins Yes, there we go. Very good. Good pick.
Tiananmen. What's that? Maybe I'll click on it.
Tiananmen, I hardly knew her. I don't like this phrase over the top either because it's just industry jargon. It just means getting your television over the internet instead of paying for cable.
Listen, I loved that movie because arm wrestling is a serious sport, and nobody should throw water on the
Winner
fridge.
takes a fall. Loser
that was-
takes a fall. No, wait. Winner takes it all. Loser takes a fall. There we go.
Right. You
Something
got
like
it.
that. I should never try to sing Sammy Hagar. Hey, before we continue with more best moments, one of the best moments for us every time is the ad because it means we get paid. And that means we can keep doing more shows. And these are only ads to companies and things that we believe in. This episode of Tech News Today is brought to you by the $200 million Eco-Imagination Challenge from GE. It was a new program for entrepreneurs, businesses, innovators, and students. The idea is they are going to invest $200 million in great ideas for improving the way energy is produced, transferred, and consumed. So if you are someone who's concerned with the environment, it's going to help the environment. If you're someone who's concerned with your pocketbook, it's going to be green in that way. They're making investments in 3 energy categories. The first is is renewables. GE wants to encourage better ways to integrate renewable energy into our power grid. Second investment category is grid efficiency. That's where it saves you money. And the third investment category is eco homes and buildings. This is making it easier to live in your home ecologically and saving money, bringing down those energy costs. GE and its partners are making $200 million available to invest in great ideas in each of these areas. If you'd like to learn more and read what those winning ideas are, you can even comment on them. They want to hear what you think of these winning ideas. Go to ecomagination.com/challenge. That's ecomagination.com/challenge. We thank GE for their support of Tech News Today all year long and for supporting Green Tech Today. Be sure to listen or watch Green Tech Today in iTunes or right here on TWiT.tv. All right, back into the best of. You guys enjoying the show so far?
It's fantabulous.
Yeah, Sarah, you having a good time?
I think it's the best of ever.
It's going to get even better. You know why?
Why?
Because we're about to talk about Clicky Keyboards.
Oh, hell no. Love the show. Keep up. What is that sound?
Oh,
what is that noise?
Just using my IBM PS2 keyboard to do a little twittering. Sorry.
Is that an 83
Is that bothering you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'll put it away.
I tend to... What? How? Where?
Well, it's just, you know...
It's connected to his Unix.
Don't you carry an IBM PS2
to his Unix terminal.
Yeah. You know, it's for the Unix terminal we keep under the desk here.
Well, I don't think that's Twitter compatible.
Now.
You can't tweet from that thing. It's too clicky. Okay, so I guess we all have to take a stance here. Are we pro-clicky or anti-clicky? I am anti-clicky. The sound makes me stabby.
I love the clicky.
Love the clicky.
Why?
In fact, it is good that even, you know, since we share a working space, that this is a PS2 cable and not a USB cable.
No,
I would have
this next week.
No, I know I can mod it. I'm just lazy
I'm
enough.
bringing
You
you the
use that as
adapter
an
next week.
external keyboard with your MacBook?
Oh yeah, I
do it.
I
What is
used
wrong
this
with
as my
you?
external keyboard for years and years until finally I had to use a USB and I was like, oh, I need to get an adapter, and I never got around to it. I love it because it feels like you're typing.
No,
People know you're working when they hear
That's right.
it's clicky like little ladies with high heels clicking all over the place.
Is that what you see
It's
in
like
your mind?
little Barbie shoes. Yeah.
That would freak me out if that's what I saw when I heard this.
Three words, Tom.
That's what I see.
I hear people
in my
working.
nightmares.
I hear
when you-
productivity.
You know when you string together like 3 commands that are like piping standard in and out to each other with that keyboard, and you just slam enter with so much decisiveness, you know it's going to run so much faster too.
Whatever.
That's a sound of executable. Right there.
Schmod plus 777. There we go.
Wow.
3 words,
better
Tom.
already.
PS2 to Bluetooth.
Yeah. Oh.
Jailbreakme.com.
Yeah. Sarah's getting stabby. We better stop.
Welcome.
Little
There's Aldrin Akhtar on right there. He loves the snowball microphone.
All right. Aldrin, what should we call this show? Could not have said it better myself. Let's have the ISPs make sure that all the porn sites are behind a wall so that they can't the kids can't get to them. There's no problem with that, right, Becky?
Okay, let me just show you how this is going to work out. Ring, ring. Hi, Comcast. Yeah, it's Becky Worley. I do want the porn. Thanks. Are you kidding me?
I'm
need
sure you
to
want a little
create
bit
more
more than
best
that.
moments. That's
Yeah.
what it comes
Well, you know
down
what-
to. It's our fault, Tom. It's on you, buddy.
We've done a few this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Checking.
We'll keep at it though.
What's
Callie,
funny
get
is
naked and run through here right now.
Can we choose something else a little bit more tame?
Oh, sure, go for the easy win.
Let's go the drunk route instead.
Notice that she didn't volunteer for that job herself.
Got it. Got it. It actually kind of bummed me out when I saw Blockbuster close in our town. That is sort of a ritual, you know, like let's stop after we go get the pizza and figure out what movie we want to watch tonight, you know, like that.
You know what really bummed me out, though? When Blockbuster came into the town that I was in, and the little video store that I went to that I knew the owner, and they had these cool, like, foreign films and really, really neat, like, Japanese anime and different stuff that you couldn't get other places, it shut down.
Well, do you think
that bummed me out.
It really bummed me out when Kreskin drugstores closed because they just turned them all into Kmarts. And the little Kreskin in Vandalia finally went under. It was such a nice little... Yes.
It just go on forever.
It's just roadkill on the side of U.S. capitalism is Blockbuster.
So it's
Well-rounded.
definitely profiling us, and that's where I'm a little concerned about the first video that came up for me. You ready for this?
Ready.
Can you hear this? Ice, ice, baby. Ding, 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 ding.
Wait, that's the music video for Vanilla Ice?
That's what it played
Yeah,
me.
so this thing works pretty well. It really nails everyone's personality.
It really gets people.
You,
Yeah.
you like science and are a woman.
Yes, there we go.
I like the Queen and NASA. And Becky obviously is a huge Vanilla Ice fan. We all know that.
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
This is the show where we kick around the tech news of the day and then just keep kicking it until it gives in.
That
Sometimes
soccer
it kicks
ball
back.
of tech news.
Every once in a while, it does kick back. And then we
Those
kick it
legs.
harder. Stay down, tech news. Stay down.
No.
Welcome to Tech News Today. I'm Tom Merritt.
And I'm Becky Worley.
And behind the board is our excellent producer, Eric Lanigan. How you doing, Eric?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Good to be here. And behind the board is our excellent producer, Eric Lanigan. Welcome,
Hey, guys.
Eric.
How are you?
Behind the board is our excellent producer, Eric Lanigan.
Hey, Tom.
I'm going to have to come up with new adjectives besides excellent. We'll work on that. And behind the board is Eric Lanigan. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
You are triumphant today, according to my script.
Oh, I have triumphed.
Behind the board is our self-described exhausted, cromulent, fabulous, awesome, recombinant, scintillating, stupendous producer, Eric Lanigan. Hi, Eric.
Hey, guys. How are you?
How is it going?
It's going well.
Thank you for telling us.
I think what you'd actually get, what you'd be doing to actually rack that up, really.
High definition pornography.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
That's the only answer.
I guess 32 minutes would be a bit of a brag as well. You'd be like, 32 minutes.
When you look at it that
It's high
way,
def, I saw everything.
32 minutes, man.
it's quite a long time. It all depends on your perspective, I
They
suppose.
call me Verizon. You'll understand why.
All right, let's take a break and let the audience recover from that one.
And
What
with
if-
dudes,
Becky-
your chunk is like totally outlined, and there's like a proportion of twigs to berries that nobody would normally know.
And
So
what
I
if
think
your
it's
big
upsetting
turn
for dudes.
on? What if your big turn on as a dude is walking through the scanner?
Well, that's like that whole Spinal Tap thing too, right? Like you
The
gotta
cucumber?
Take out, yeah, I'm saying this is a problem for dudes more than chicks.
It's also a problem for cucumber smugglers. They
That's
will
true.
be caught. Let's move to the modded Nintendo. I think I tried the same one, and I found it really hard to use. Like, I had to type kind of slow. I don't know why.
You're also a hunter and a pecker anyway.
Well, I typed slow enough. Yeah, you'd think it wouldn't make me type any slower, but
I
it
didn't
did.
mean to out you on the show, Tom.
Oh, I've been
but,
at it before, Natalie
okay.
Del Conte.
All right. She's probably a great typist.
She is.
She seems like she'd be like 100 words a minute.
She
never a
mocks me
mistake.
because I look at my hands when I type.
Well, so do I.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to start mocking you, too. That's just unacceptable, Tom.
I know, right?
That's fine. Joy, there's a whole club.
2010, Tom, 2010.
Yeah.
Is there a website dedicated to that?
Tom Merritt
If
looks
there's
at his
not,
hands when typing.
There will be shortly.
.biz.
Yeah. A computer virus has led to a $20 million scam against a very successful pianist.
What?
A composer of music.
Oh.
With a piano.
A noted classical pianist, composer, and Latin music producer.
What?
The fraudsters were a computer repairman and his Icelandic girlfriend.
Of course.
In suburban New York City.
Why do people have to hate on the pianist?
Yeah. Don't hate the classically trained piano composers.
Music players of the piano.
Exactly.
Can you tell why we chose this story?
Well, if we had let some other podcast run with this story, we would have had pianist envy.
Tom.
Let's go on to the calendar, shall we? You can use the Slingbox app on the iPad, and Dr. Kiki can use the Slingbox app on Android now because it just came out. Leo was saying it's the best one of the bunch.
Excellent, because, that's Android.
And Eric, I think the Slingbox people are going to be so appreciative of you taking that cutaway of me while Tom was doing his ad while I was eating. Thank you so much.
Well, it just goes to show,
thanks to
if
you.
you like to, eat your sandwich while you're watching your favorite TV programs, you can do it from anywhere.
Or if you like to eat your rice ball.
I'm eating my bag of rice, people. I'm kind of desperate here, okay?
Did you make the bag of rice yourself, or did you have to buy a bag of rice?
No, this is old
Did you have to
takeout
buy?
rice. I'm desperate here.
Oh, my gosh. Can I have a bag of rice, please?
Yeah, I mean,
Take a
Google has
picture
so
of
much
this
money,
building.
though. If someone asked them to remove their house, I reckon Google should honestly just do that. They should airlift it or blow it up or something like that. Just take a picture of, like, a crater And people would soon get the message, and they'd be like, you know what? I'm actually going to opt in. You can take a picture of my house now. I'm cool with that. No, I like it where it is. So, I would like Google to be a little bit more evil empire. They're a little bit too soft and cuddly at the moment. I think we need to, they need to step their game up a bit.
You want them to change their slogan, don't be evil.
Yeah, exactly. We're a little bit evil. Live with it.
If Lightpeak is the future with lots of headroom for performance growth, maybe it's good to wait just a little bit for that. Does USB 3.0 equal HD DVD? Dun, dun, dun.
That's an interesting parallel.
Oh, whoops.
That's not the right one.
No. I was.
No, it's funny.
Damn it.
Get it?
Wrong button.
See what I
That's an
did there?
interesting parallel.
Why don't you just leave Sawyer's picture up when you do the tease?
Coming up on Tech News today. The iPhone can stop you speeding. There's a Google Nexus S, and a PlayStation phone gets real. My daddy Tom brings it all to you next.
One of the things that I want to do on this show every day is bring a product that I find fascinating. And today, it's the Silken Laser Hair Removal System.
That's not technology.
It is. There's a laser right in there.
Oh, it has lasers. All
There's
right.
a laser. So ready? You ready to test it out on your arm?
The
way this works.
I thought you were going to test it out on my face. I was a little worried there for a second.
No, not your face. The way this works is that it goes on the arm and or
You're
the
going to shoot me with a
skin.
laser.
I'm going to shoot with a laser, and it damages the hair follicle.
Okay, that's easy.
And when it does that, it prevents it from growing back. So you ready? Okay, it's on. I gotta stun 10.
Setting
ready?
on stun, yeah. Actually, ow.
What do you think?
It didn't remove any hair.
No, it
but it
won't
was
grow
warm.
back ever again. What do you think?
I think it's a ripoff.
Well, we'll see in a month.
I got tons of hair there.
You have to wait for a month and it won't grow back. So
All
my
right,
device of the day.
So I'll have a patch there.
You'll have a patch.
That'll fall out.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
That's my device of the day.
And we are going to kick the Schmidt out of some tech news.
Yeah, we are.
We're not going to discuss Google's CEO.
No,
again.
not today. Actually, this is a Schmidt-free podcast.
Yes, Schmidtless.
That's right. We have been scared Schmidtless. Becky Worley has gone above and beyond today to be on the show, and we have to acknowledge that.
Above and beyond.
She actually went below and out. She
yeah.
ran cord along the floor, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Going right out the front door. My fantastic minivan is out there idling, and we got a power outage here. So I've got the cable modem, the router, and the computer all hooked into the cigarette lighter. If you lose me during the show, it means someone's driving away with my car and has stolen it. Please.
I was going to say, is your car running?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it's idling out in the driveway. If she runs out of gas, the show's over.
If you run out of, or if someone takes the car, she said.
Make it interesting, gang. Come on.
You know who knows? Intel knows. Intel knows exactly how many tablets are selling and exactly how many notebooks are not selling and netbooks are not selling.
Although they don't have the chip in the iPad, right?
No,
so they
that's
just
an
take
Apple.
that number from Apple, which is fairly well bounded around 12 million or something like that.
I think everybody agrees. I mean, look, we knew because the chairman of Best Buy said, "Oh yeah, we're not selling very many netbooks," and then he said, "Oh, never mind." And then 2 days later, no, I was wrong about that.
Everybody made a big deal out of it, and then he said, this all got blown out of proportion, but
No.
he meant it.
He meant it. We know this is the fact. And, their projections now for the iPad in 2011 are something like 20 to, depending on who you talk to, 20 to 45 million units in 1 year.
Yeah, on a
This is
recent
huge.
iPad today, they were saying 40.
Listen, I can barely get out of the house to go down to Blockbuster and get a movie. And now that they're closed, you think I'm going to be flying off to Facebook movie in New York? What are you, delusional?
Just stream it.
I got two children under 3 years old. What are you doing to help me? You're occasionally buying diapers on Amazon and sending them to me. But other than that, how am I going to get out of the house?
I do what I try. I do what I can, all right? An artificial intelligence program is predicting manhole explosions in New York City. It did a good job at figuring out
Let's make
what
sure we've got our
manholes-
manhole data straight.
Yeah, exactly. They're taking the long view on this, by the way.
It's Friday.
Oh, man.
Look, Ryan Block's like, why did I decide to do this show? Even if you could ride a fiery manhole, would you want to? Let's really talk about this seriously.
Depends on your preferences.
No, I think it's dangerous. What if the manhole flips? I mean, we know what manholes are like. I don't want to be on a fiery manhole. Oh, I see why you're laughing now.
I don't know.
This is curious language, isn't it?
Why would anyone be laughing at this conversation?
I have no idea.
There's absolutely no double entendre
These
here.
things just come out of my mouth. I don't know why you're laughing.
Ride the fiery manhole.
Why would anyone want to ride a fiery manhole?
It's like a circus in here. It also becomes the fastest selling strategy video game of all time, according to PC World. I got mine yesterday, my collector's edition. I got my my USB dog tag. Right
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tom. Wow. Can I just reach out and touch it?
Yeah, here.
I mean your dog tag.
I can't.
Oh.
It's over my head, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. See, check it out. It I know this is supposed to be lightning round, but when you plug it in, it lights up.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
I just got to see what Tom looked like at age 7 unwrapping Christmas presents. It was pretty darn cute.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the show where we kick around the tech news of the day. Newspapers are dead. Dead, I tell you.
I'm kicking that.
Kick the newspapers, too.
Kick them out the door. Why
Yeah.
are they dead? I just read a
Because-
newspaper this morning.
No, you didn't. Rupert, what is it they're buying? Why are they buying it? Let's figure out how to sell more stuff to the pirates. They found out that females...
I like you calling them pirates as well.
Yeah, I know. I kind
Yar.
of don't like calling them pirates because it's just copyright infringement and the whole pirate thing sometimes rubs. But it's also kind of fun to just talk about pirates because
It is
a fun
nice.
visual.
It's cool just to picture all these guys on their boat with their laptop out. You know, being like, "Yar, the Wi-Fi be quite poor this far out." And you know, I think that'd be nice.
Tech News Today is brought to you by the Tyrell Corporation. More human than human. For 10% off the life of the Nexus 6, use the code word unicorn.
Tyrell Corporation?
Yeah, you know, they make the Nexus 6. Skin jobs. Off-planet stuff. They come on planet, you got to send a Blade Runner after them.
I'm done with you and your illusions.
Fruity Odie bars. Make a man out of a mouse. Get a free bonus box when you use the code ETOKARAMNASMIEK. The Universal News Network Evening Report, bringing the truth to the Terran Confederacy. Get a free month subscription when you use the code PROTOS. Aperture Laboratories. We do what we must because we can. Slurm. Enjoy Slurm. It's highly addictive. Welcome to Tech News Today. I'm Tom Merritt.
I'm Sarah Lane.
I'm Darren Kitchen.
And I'm running out of ideas for sponsors. Like a wiretap, you probably need a court order of some sort to get a GPS device shot onto a car.
Yeah. Even though the idea itself is really cool.
Yeah.
It's like kind
I-
of like Batman. It makes me think of Batman
It makes me think of Spider-Man.
or Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Well,
because of the
yeah,
sticky part.
I guess.
But it's a
Then
it's
he'd
a
be
bat.
stuck to the car, and he would
It's a
just be
Batman-like
dragged
gadget. Batman took some of Spider-Man's sticky stuff and put it on a dart and turned it into one of his gadgets.
behind. Okay, that's funny.
I think that's funny. Thank you.
You have to assume that Google PR is well aware that people are listening to everything that Schmidt says now. Like, look, he just said something weird and creepy again.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Steve Jobs is just rude. He's
Yeah.
different, right? Like he
and then there's
doesn't
Palmer.
make jokes. He just says no,
Yeah.
not going to do that. Like,
But he doesn't throw chairs at people. So
and Steve Ballmer throws chairs at people, and that's understandable too, especially because you can see the chair coming and you can duck. So they all have their foibles.
yeah.
You know, one is going to piss you off, Steve Jobs. Another's going to throw a chair at you, Steve Ballmer, and the other is just going to say creepy
There's
things
anger,
that really aren't that funny.
Anger and violence, used to it.
Yeah.
The
I'd rather
creepy
have funny, I guess.
Left field stuff, we don't know what to do with it. Throw a chair at me or something, because
Yeah.
I don't know if you're kidding or not.
That should be a T-shirt or something.
Is that why you respect Steve Ballmer more than any other CEO? Because at least I
Tom,
know
I
what I'm
never
getting.
said that.
I'm getting a chair
Right.
in my face. Very happy to have Callie Lewis from Geek Beat TV. Hey, Callie.
Hey, everyone. I love that music. Just really gets you moving.
That Dan Luters, man. He's good.
I thought you said that.
I know.
That's
I thought you said
Dan.
something else.
His name is
I
Daniel.
was like, well, that's a strange way to thank somebody for a good.
That Dan Luters.
That Dan Looters, he is
Good.
really talented.
Dan, he is talented.
He is. It's a good theme. I can't help but dance. Okay, let's see if I can memorize this. Come on, Channel Tom, Channel Tom. I'm not a very good memorizer.
I hear you, Sarah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
Did
hi.
you summon me?
No, Tom, you can run along.
Do the tease. You'll be good at it.
Everything's fine, Tom. Sometimes I can actually act like an adult when forced, under duress. Sometimes I can do things right, but Tom has to leave and force me.
I'm still here.
Oh, hi, Tom. I'm sorry. I thought you were enjoying Comic-Con.
I am, but I listen always. I hear all.
Tom is like some sort of a higher power here on TNT. I have to remember that he guides me and everything that I do. Oh. Now I'm afraid to say anything. Fudge!
Fudge.